So, what is up next? What do we got coming next? Well, obviously, I had already told you we have the Turkish cycle coming up next. That is exciting stuff because most people are in unanimous agreement about that the Turks make the best DID scenes. So we'll have 5 of those coming. Then we have telenovelas coming after that, which are, they're also very, very good. We'll have Recap 25 before the telenovela cycle begins, since it is intertwined with that. And then we have the fan request stuff coming after that. 5 new episodes of that, 2 recaps. I will tell you that I have already selected the 2 recaps. You guys had asked for those, and I made the choice for the 2 recaps. 1 cleave, 1 tape, coming from the original 80 episodes. Really good stuff. You guys will not be disappointed there. As far as the 5 new scenes, I will tell you that I have only chosen 2 for sure. And I've told the 2 people, each one who requested one of them I shouldn't say that. One person who requested one, I told, and then there's another one that several people had requested, but I told somebody else that's working on it with me. We're doing something really special with that one. So I'll have more on that at a different time. But only 2 of the 5 new ones have been officially chosen. You guys have sent me a lot of different stuff. I'll tell you, the one is a really lengthy international scene that somebody put a lot of work into finding all the stuff for, time stamping it for me and getting me all the details, and then helping me find an HD source for it. So some time has went into that. The other one is from a U.S. movie that people had requested multiple times, and we're doing something special with. So 2 of the 5 have been picked, 3 still open. And as far as a time frame on this, one thing you guys got to know, I am a one-man show here for the most part. I've had some people, like I said, with this one person who now is helping me edit an episode by doing some additions to some footage, which I'll have more information on that at a different time. But occasionally I've had some people help me out with some video editing, like Blow the Lights, making our intros here. But for the most part, everything, I film Samantha and Anna, they're actresses, but, they're not running the business. As far as running the business goes, editing the videos, producing everything, writing everything, editing the KK episodes, writing, making pictures, whatever it is for the digital creations, whatever else, doing this, everything. I have to do it all. Certain people, certain different YouTube channels and whatnot, they have a team of people. If we made more money, that might be something I could do to bring people in. Truthfully, I'm contemplating right now trying to outsource our filmmaking, maybe to bring somebody in who wants to be a director, who wants to, produce stuff in film, maybe someone who already does that, works with different talent and whatnot. Obviously we actually have a real business here and they would be able to make some money. So, that's something to kind of lighten the load, something I'm thinking about doing, bringing in some more people to possibly handle some of this stuff. Because if you went to a car dealership and there was one guy working on the lot and he was handling the inventory, selling the cars, working on the cars, cleaning the bathrooms, one person in the car dealership doing everything, it's not going to work. That's kind of been the problem here, is I have way too much I have to handle just when it comes to the business end, managing the YouTube channel. That's a full-time job in itself. Forget about making anything else. That's why things take longer to come out. A lot of you have been asking about the digital creations, when they're going to be fully remastered. I've been taking my time on them because they're going to come out really well. But between that and making the KK episodes and dealing with all that, it's a lot. So please keep in mind that I am a one-man show, and if you can donate a few bucks a month through Patreon, it really helps. We have thousands of people watching here. If everybody, or even 25% of people, donated just $5 a month, it'd make quite a huge difference. But on to some more things. I know you may have noticed that I upgraded probably over 100 of our thumbnails. That is all done for right now. I mentioned to you in the last video that YouTube has decided to broaden their age restriction policies. I mean, that really doesn't affect us, except like one of our limited ads videos was turned age restricted, and it's the All I Need scene with all the girls wearing underwear, so I can't really complain about it. I'm going to see what's going on with it. If I can't get it appealed, then I'm just going to upload it on the secondary account and stick it in the playlist. I'm not even going to bother re-uploading it here, but it'll be in the playlist. Everything always is. Trish Stratus, the Trish Stratus scene that everyone loves. Trish is like, she's good at breaking YouTube. I don't know if you knew this or not, but the Trish Stratus video we have uploaded is actually a re-upload. Eventually, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like 2 years ago, the video was removed, and then I won the appeal, and it was turned age restricted, and then there was a copyright claim, so I had to remake it, reshoot, because I shot that one off the TV. I had to like reshoot it, remake the video to get it advertiser friendly, because Trish is busty, man. And I made a new thumbnail for her, and it kept getting removed. So I got lucky finally and got one that works. I'm going to post the good one I was trying to make onto our DeviantArt page. So if you go over there now, the thumbnail that keeps breaking YouTube, well, one of them anyway, with Trish is going to be on there. Yeah, can't wait to recap that eventually. I got some great ideas. Re-uploads, oh, yeah. Had to unlist Born Bad again, just like The Perfect Tenant. Turns out those copyright claims aren't being dropped. They're just being transferred to somebody else. And when that happens, we get ownership back for a few months, and then they go back to claimed. So the Bret Hart video is probably going to happen to that too. So eventually those will be re-uploaded. And just to go along with that, so that you know, recaps are not re-uploads. I just want you guys to keep that in mind, that when we do a new recap, it is not a re-upload. It is a brand new project. It's a brand new video. I start from scratch. A re-upload is just a re-upload of something I've already made. A recap is a brand new project from scratch, using new footage, using new editing techniques, as in the case of Recap 23. Obviously, you saw the new editing techniques on there with the reverse footage. That is something we're going to be doing quite a bit of in the future, that I have a lot of good opportunities with. I mean, not all scenes can accommodate that. If there's people walking in a scene, or another person in there walking around, or people are in a car driving forward like Recap 22, you can't really do the reverse footage. There are different ways to do it, though, that I feel like it's totally game changing for us. Mainly because what you have to understand is that if I do that, if I do reverse footage, I'm technically making brand new footage that the original producer didn't make. So by inserting that new footage into the video, what's actually happening is it's breaking up the original footage. So when you break up the original footage, it's going to prevent a copyright claim from happening, because I'm making my own technically. So by sticking that in there and disrupting the flow of the original footage, I can technically show more. I'll be able to show a lot more. It's going to have the reverse footage in between, but it kind of allows me, because I'm technically making my own footage, as far as the system's concerned anyway, it's going to allow me to show more stuff. Making our own unique edit, a transformative piece, if you will, under fair use. It's going to allow me to do more and get that out there. So that's kind of exciting, not to mention it really enhances the DID action in so many of these scenes. So that's something that's coming, and a lot of good edits, and something to be excited for. Yeah, the Turkish stuff is coming soon. I hope to have that starting to come out by the beginning of November. Been working on that quite a bit. With the Turkish stuff, a lot of these scenes are longer. I'll also tell you that I called an audible on episode 287, so I don't have any commentary with Anna filmed with that because I had a different scene there originally planned. But that's actually going to be the first of a 3-part saga we're going to be running on the KK. There's these characters from this one show that have like a really long-going DID predicament. So I'm going to break it up into 3 parts, and part 1 of that will actually be episode 287. And I'll tell you, I do reuse a lot of the footage in that one, but it's more of a means to an end to get to parts 2 and 3, which are a lot better. But you needed to be introduced to everything and see the original kidnapping to get there. So, but Turkish stuff, like I said, Turkish stuff is long and it's good. And episodes 288, 289, and 290 are very lengthy, a lot of good stuff, and so they're going to take a long time to make. And I'm working through those. And here's a funny thing. Episode 290, your Turkish main event, I'd actually been working on the project for over a year, almost done with it. Then all of a sudden I decide to go to the official channel for some reason, and I find out that 6 months ago, the channel uploaded full HD footage of the episodes, full episodes in HD 6 months ago. So I had to get the new stuff. the HD stuff, because it's such great content. I wouldn't want to deprive you with 480p when I can get the full HD 1080p. So I had to get it. So I kind of got I got the segments to base it off of, but I got to go run through that with the new footage. So everything, it's all time-consuming stuff. A timetable on those, I don't know for sure. I'm thinking that the fan request stuff, episodes 296 through 300, that may not come, and that probably won't come till next year. Probably won't come till March, actually. So you guys are going to have a lot of time to continue to request stuff. Like I said, I've only officially chosen 2 of them. One of them is going to be a special edit. It's from a U.S. movie that you guys requested several times, like I'd already said. And the other one is a really lengthy international scene that someone took a lot of time investing in to get me all the details for. So those are only 2 of 5 I've officially chosen. They're very good, and the other 3, whatever they are, will also be very good. Not going to disappoint you on the fan request stuff. But keep sending those in, thecrimescene@gmail.com. And, that's the thing with the cycle themes. You guys I've had people ask for, why don't you do this for a cycle theme? Do whatever. And, if you go back in the past, back in the day when we used to pump out episodes left and right, one of the problems back then is that I would try and pick these really like unique or creative cycle themes. And when you do that, sometimes you have to really reach for stuff. So there were a lot of missed opportunity episodes, because if I picked an actress like Cameron Diaz week, Cameron Diaz doesn't have 5 full treatment scenes. So we had to run The Mask, How many full treatment scenes does she have? Malkovich, Head Above Water. What's the other one? Lifeless Ordinary. I think there were, and that's the thing too. I think there were only 4 Cameron Diaz episodes back then, because she didn't have 5 full treatment scenes, and the other one, The Mask, was a missed opportunity. So I couldn't even run 5. If you look at the Alicia Cuthbert week, she has 5 episodes. One of them is super glue for a gag, not to take anything away from that scene because it's really unique. But then I actually, the 124 scenario really should have been one video. Came from 2 different episodes, but they're back to back and it's the same scenario. When I recap that, it'll all be one video. But I wanted to do 5 episodes, so I had to stretch shit out just to make it work. So that's kind of the problem. Not that Alicia Cuthbert doesn't deserve her own week. She certainly does, but she didn't have 5 full treatment scenes. So, I had to make like exceptions to make some of these cycle themes work. And when you do broad stuff like international, you got a million different options. Turkish, you got a million different options. So I'm trying to keep stuff, we're going a little more specific now with Turkish and telenovela, but it's not that specific. It's still pretty broad because there's a lot of shit. But cycle themes in the future are probably going to try and be set so that I can have a lot to choose from, so that the episodes are all good. That's probably the biggest difference between now and back in the day, is all our episodes now, for the most part, even the openers, even the first 2 episodes of a cycle now are pretty good stuff, as opposed to back when we had missed opportunities and all kinds of stuff that really wasn't that great. Not that it didn't deserve to be shown, but things are just better now. So keep the requests coming in. Look out for the new stuff. I'll keep you guys posted as things come out. So thanks.